Hello again. We are on day 3 of the Super Start Quest that I've got going for all my members in the Sparkle and SOAR Society and for you because you're here for a reason. So, this quest is for all who want to access more of your inner superpowers in life, in any life area, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it's love life. You want to make your life more awesome, more sparkling, and feel more empowered in a way that just really feels that. If you want more of that, you're in the right place to create that. And this is also especially for realizing your dreams. So we are in January 24 as I am recording this. You can do this anytime. This, if you watch number 1 and number 2 of this quest, day 1 and day 2, you did tap into your dreams. Like, what do you want to create? And then day 2, yesterday, quick recap, was to catch some gems because sometimes we hold ourselves back from our dreams and we have mind stories, we have fears, we have inner holdups, we have limiting beliefs of it's not possible. So when we actually take a moment and look at them, go back if you haven't yet, you can catch gems. And those are the big ahas of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was thinking that and not catching it, right? And if we don't catch limiting beliefs or fears like that and just let them run in the subconscious, then we're holding ourselves back. And so you're already on a great path if you did day 1 and day 2. And they're super quick. Just go catch them. And today, we are on day 3, where my play prompt is to help you access your superpowers, which we already started with day 1 and day 2. But today, here's the thing, right? So you have dreams and you might have seen things where you might hold your back or maybe also empower yourself. Maybe you also spotted like, oh yeah, I can do this. And today, how do we access our superpowers? What is that? What does that even mean? So we're in the curiosity of that. And my play prompt for you today, it sounds very simple, but it's a thing that we often forget, is to stop. Stop and listen to your heart. That is actually where all the magic happens, because our heart hears our body, it hears our intuition. When we stop and pause and really feel into what feels right for us as a next step in this moment, that's actually when the gravel hits the road, as they say, when you put your feet on the sparkle path, as I say in my book, Permission to Sparkle. When we pause and listen to our heart, that's when we find the true best action steps forward. It is so easy in our life to just do what everybody else does or to run on autopilot, to have our schedule, and we're used to it. Our mind loves comfort, and comfort can feel good. We're just doing our thing, right? But when we truly want to access our superpowers, we need to stop, listen to our heart, and become curious. Like, what does your heart actually want you to do for yourself right now? This serves you in any space in your life, whether you are in a super challenging situation, especially then, or whether you are in a high-flying kind of I'm getting things done, blah, 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 also then. So giving you 2 examples. So when I was on my cancer healing journey, for example, that was actually one of my big catalysts for healing, to pause every moment and ask my heart, what is my best step right now? And sometimes it had to do with, oh, you got to express your emotions. Sometimes it had to do with, oh, you got to go to nature. Sometimes it had to do with take an Epsom bath, salt bath. That doesn't even make sense in my brain right now. Salt bath, Epsom salt bath. Here we go. So my heart always knew best what was right for me. And in that time, a lot of it had to do with self-care and That is always a foundation, right? That might show up for you at any time. And if we skip that, then we're running on fumes. And that's when we're not in our superpowers, right? So with the other example of like, oh, I'm already doing things, I'm on a roll. How would that affect you when you listen to your heart? I have an example where I actually had such a phase before I was more in tune with my intuition and my heart. And I was doing so much, I was on a roll, and I felt I was never doing enough. And I was kind of hustling. I was always working. I was doing so much, and blah, 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 and it was good in many ways, but I had this inner unrest. And as it turns out, I was doing way more than I needed to do because I found out when I started listening to my heart, which actually helps me to do that. For example, going into nature and stuff like, so you can ask yourself, where do you hear your heart? When I started doing that, suddenly I got like these really cool insights. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. I can just do this. And that feels way more sparkling. So I found like much fewer actions and I got much bigger results. So listening to our hearts always is a magical key to connect to our superpowers. That's when we align with our inner compass for what's actually serving us, body, mind, emotion, spirit, soul. Like realign with your superpowers by stopping and listening to your heart. So I would love to hear what came up for you in this. And you get to play and you can win things if you share what came up for you. So come to my Sparkle and Soar Society. That's a free playground with access to additional things, but the general access is free. It's a free playground where you can hone your superpowers for life and make your life more sparkling and practice soaring. So I put the link below to play. Come into the community, come in, and then you'll see a space that says our community. And there is a space called Superhero Shiro Talk. And so you can post there, share a picture or share a comment, what came up for you from this prompt or from day 1, day 2, whichever you're playing with. Post there, and then you will be considered at the end of the month. I'm going to do a Wellness and Joy prize draw again. You can always win things at the end of the month for all your contributions. So you win in 2 ways. You win for yourself by taking those inspired actions. Those spark your superpowers and make your life more awesome, even if there was no prize draw. And then you also get a prize draw. So yay. Awesome. So I look forward to seeing you there. If this calls you, we have a fabulous community of other life adventurers who are curious about this lovely adventure called life, and making it more and more sparkling and enjoying the ride, because we always can. I even found ways of doing that during cancer every step of the way. And that also had to do with me listening to my heart. What do I need right now? What makes me feel more sparkling right now? And we can do so much. Awesome. I'll see you in my community. Excited to see you there. Bye.